Hal, in partnership Kuldapuk Kohli, AI Business Growth and Development Principal Lead, looks at how the current volatile international markets and the trade war between the USA and China impact AI and key players in the AI field. Read the PDF on the subject by Kuldapuk. If you are up to date on world economic, you will know about the China trade war, particularly regarding restrictions on key minerals like gallium and germanium vital for chip production, significantly impacts US AI chip manufacturers by raising production costs, disrupting supply chains and potentially limiting their ability to produce advanced chips. Companies like Nvidia and Intel are most affected due to their reliance on Chinese mineral exports and large market share in the AI chip sector. This could hinder US technological advancement in AI applications. Why they are less affected. Meta and Alphabet leverage existing chipsets such as GPUs, TPUs, and cloud-based AI accelerators, rather than heavily relying on exporting or manufacturing state-of-the-art AI chips. Their AI models run on large-scale cloud infrastructure, where capacity and efficiency, rather than access to specific high-performance chips, are the primary concerns. Why capacity and speed matter for them. Companies like Meta and Google operate large-scale AI models, such as Llama Bard and Gemini, that require massive computational power. The biggest challenge they face is scaling their AI workloads efficiently, as cloud computing costs rise and competition for chip access increases. The ongoing chip supply constraints affect how fast they can expand their AI capabilities, but do not pose an immediate existential threat. Comparing Nvidia's higher risk exposure. Nvidia is the most vulnerable because it designs and sells AI chips directly, and US China trade tensions restrict its ability to export advanced GPUs like the H100. US bans on high-performance AI chips to China mean Nvidia loses a massive market, as China was a key buyer. China's retaliatory export restrictions on semiconductor materials could impact Nvidia's future production.
Expert opinion on AI companies' exposure. Daniel Newman, CEO of Futurama Research, Meta and Google, are less reliant on Nvidia's AI chips because they have their own cloud-based infrastructure. Nvidia, on the other hand, is at greater risk because their core business depends on selling AI chips to a global market. Christopher Rowland, semiconductor analyst at Susquehanna International Group. The biggest concern for AI companies like Google and Meta isn't chip availability, but rather power efficiency and cost. They need chips that maximize performance per watt while keeping infrastructure scalable.
TechCrunch analysis. Companies with their own silicon strategies, like Google's TPUs and Apple's AI chips, are more insulated from supply chain disruptions than firms that depend solely on third-party chip makers. Conclusion. While Meta and Alphabet are affected, their business models depend more on optimizing AI infrastructure rather than accessing cutting-edge GPUs. In contrast, Nvidia faces more serious consequences due to direct export restrictions and competition from emerging Chinese AI chip makers. In response to US trade measures, the Chinese government has announced plans to ban exports of certain key components essential for semiconductor manufacturing to the United States. This move will impact the speed and growth of AI in the USA and the West while accelerating it in China and its markets globally. It is seen as a direct countermeasure to US restrictions on China's access to advanced chip technologies. The specific components restriction targeted by China's export ban could disrupt the global supply chain, affecting companies that rely on these materials.